was out in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains in West Virginia, camping and recording his adventures for his travel blog. He had no internet, no cell phone, only his camping gear, his journal, and a camera with spare batteries. Today was the last night out in the wild. He would pack up in the morning and walk the last several miles back to his truck. So far, the only real danger he faced was a short bear encounter. But thankfully, the bear avoided his camp. There was something else, too. Last night, as he sat by the fire eating canned beans for dinner, he saw two yellow specks in the woods, two eyes gleaming black and gold staring at him. It was too dark to see what it was. Could be anything, he thought. Wolves, coyotes, mountain lions, an owl perhaps. The strange thing was that when he shined his flashlight in that direction, he saw nothing. Yet when he turned the flashlight off, those eyes stared right at him again. And it was as if they followed him as he moved. It was probably nothing, Sam thought to himself as he went around looking for firewood. With the fire going strong and a canned soup heating up, Sam got out his hiking flask and took a sip. The sun had already set. He could see a glimpse of the beautiful night sky through the branches of tall trees surrounding him. He loved this feeling of being out in the wilderness, the scent of crisp, fresh air, the sensation of ultimate freedom, far away from his boring office job, away from boring happy hours and constant deadlines, away from pretentious co-workers and their office politics. As he sat there, thinking about life, he focused on the moment, on the present. This is where he felt most comfortable. This is where he belonged. An unexpected sound startled Sam back to reality. At first it was quiet, almost indiscernible. Then it grew louder. It was a song, Sam realized with total amazement. It was a beautiful, mesmerizing melody in some unknown language coming through the trees. It was coming from the woods, where the forest grew ominous and dark. Sam took his flashlight and followed the enchanting tune. He expected to see another camper, a woman judging by the voice. As he walked through the woods down a makeshift path, he saw no other light. But the singing grew louder, indicating he was going in the right direction. On some instinctual level, Sam was drawn to the voice. He could sense the melancholy emotion in it. He felt the urge to comfort whoever composed such a beautiful tune. Perhaps they were lost. Perhaps they ran out of food and water. A dozen thoughts ran through Sam's mind as he quickened his pace in anticipation. Finally, he stumbled out of dense forestation and bushes onto a hollow. He shined his flashlight upwards and saw a large waterfall above a small lake. As he slowly lowered the light, in the dark waters of the lake, Sam saw the source of the music. A beautiful young woman, deathly pale with most of her body submerged in the water, smiled at him as she finished singing. Surprised at the sight, Sam stumbled on nearby branches, dropping the beam of his flashlight in the process. What was this woman doing here, he thought. He shined the light again in her direction onto the lake, but to his astonishment, she was gone. Startled, Sam looked around to see if there was any camping equipment nearby, any tents or put-out campfires, any clothes perhaps. Nothing. No sign anyone was here. A sudden chill went through his spine, a feeling of disturbance and unease. His instinct was now telling him to run, to flee. He felt a sudden rush of adrenaline. It was as if a spell was broken once the singing stopped. Her eyes, Sam thought to himself, realizing what he saw earlier. Her eyes were bright yellow. Thinking it was a good idea to get out of there, Sam started making his way back to camp. Whatever he had just seen did not make any sense. Why would a woman be bathing in that lake alone at night with no light? Why was she singing in some foreign language? How did she disappear without making a sound? Why were her eyes like that of a wild animal glowing golden in the moonlight? As more and more questions piled up in Sam's mind, he noticed he was no longer jogging, but sprinting back to his campsite. When he finally got back, he was out of breath. The small fire he made had turned to embers. He tried to frantically reignite it, to add some light and comfort to his surroundings. As he assembled the branches and lit the paper underneath, he heard rustling in the forest. He turned his head. Those eyes again. Her eyes piercing through the darkness of night. She came at him out of the woods, singing her sorrowful, bewitching melody once more. Sam, entranced, dropped his lighter and started walking towards the woman as she slowly strolled towards him. Then, she was next to him. He could feel her hands slowly wrapping around his body. Horrified, he saw her abnormally large canines as she smiled. He felt sharp pain as she bit into his neck. He sensed his blood flowing out of him uncontrollably. His body grew weak and tired. His legs grew numb. His eyes, heavy, began to close. In that moment, Sam drifted into dark unconsciousness, all senses lost. Only the woman's song echoed in his mind. We hope you enjoyed this short story from the Nocturnal Courts library collection. If you want to dive further into the world that mirrors our own, a realm of mystery, secrets, and supernatural horror, subscribe.